So as the title states, I did spend Halloween in prison. It was a day, and I want to tell you about it. Want to hear about it? Cool. Well, then stick around and find out. What? Ow! Are you kidding me? What better time to tell a story like this during this time of year? October. Oh, it's gonna be a fun October. The looks I have planned, it's gonna blow your mind. Hopefully. That's the goal anyways. It's gonna be spooktacular. Now, let's get back to what we're here for. It was an interesting day. We all tried to make the most of it, as you do with all holidays when you are in this type of situation. First, I want to start out with this. I think this was really funny. We were all trying to figure out what we were going to be for Halloween. There was a suggestion that I thought was absolutely brilliant, that we all take some black marker and we draw a jack-o'-lantern on our shirts, and so we're all pumpkins. Costumes were limited, in there. We did have a special dinner. Well, we were supposed to have a special dinner. Every time we were supposed to have a special dinner in there, the dinner wasn't special. I spent Thanksgiving in there also. I'll tell that on things. Oh, next month. That'll be the next Thanksgiving. That makes sense. All right, let me set the scene. It's Halloween, I believe, October 31st. This officer was such a piece of garbage. When a female inmate would ask to use the restroom, I don't know why I said that, because there was no male inmates. This isn't a co-ed situation. It was count time, because usually you're not allowed to get up. I mean, you can if you absolutely have to go. And this was a really old lady, okay? So she needed to go. This is a grandma. She is so kind, so cute, and so adorable. Which is why it makes it so shocking what she did to her husband. She asked the officer if she could use the restroom. He yelled at her, said, "Sit down." She ended up peeing her bunk. It was just really sad. But again, the way that she did her husband. I was on a medium yard. There are going to be a little bit of mix of both. The people that are on life, they can end up getting down to the medium yard if they behave themselves. I was mixed in with lifers and people that did very horrible things, like that old lady. If you go to prison, which don't do that, but if you go, be careful about talking about how depressed you are, because they will load you up. I tried so many different medications in there. I tried Zoloft, which I guess you're supposed to start off at a low dose. Correct me if I'm wrong. They had me start off at 100 milligrams, and I took the 100 milligrams. I was so excited. My depression is going to be healed. No, it's not. You're in prison. It is a natural, normal feeling to feel depressed because you are in the situation you are in. Okay. But I needed some help throughout this thing because I was not handling it well. I remember I'm getting off track again. I'm sorry. I took the 100 milligrams. I got tunnel vision. It knocked me out. I was on my bed and I was sweating, trembling, and I felt so sick. And even one of the officers was like, "Dude, are you all right?" I was like, "I don't know." It took me a whole 24 hours to stop trembling. So obviously I didn't take that anymore. But why did I start talking about that? Here is a great tip that you're not going to need because you're not going to go there. But if you do, which don't, find someone in an orange shirt that's working on the outside or working with loud equipment. Whatever you need earplugs for. I got a pair of earplugs for 2 ramens, and let me tell you, it was a life changer. My cell area was right by the door of the counselor. There would be new inmates, and I get it. I sympathize. I empathize. I was there. When I first got there, I was in line to talk to the counselor maybe every other day, but I wasn't a loud, obnoxious idiot. And they're just standing by our beds when people are sleeping, being loud, and sometimes I'd have to get up and sometimes, I don't want to tell you guys this, but sometimes I'd have to be not so nice, okay? It was hard. No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard. If you disturb my sleep, I could get a little snippy. No, the most I would do is just get up and be like, "Dude, come on." Like, nothing crazy. I wasn't mean. Mickey, on the other hand, that girl made girls move to another yard. She values her sleep. They're desperate to ask if there's anything they could do to shave any time off of their sentence. Can I make a phone call? They had to put up a sign on the window. "Please do not be in line to use the phone. You have to wait for them to approve that you can use the phones outside, and you have to pay for that." That's big money. Are you kidding me? The only time that I got a phone call for free was the day before I was being released, but my counselor was not there that day. Of course, that's my luck. So I went into another area with another counselor, which are not allowed to do. I think I'd want to follow the law, especially I'm about to be a free bird. What am I doing? I get to his office. He's there. Thank goodness. I asked him, I said, "Listen, please, I'm getting out tomorrow. Can I please make a phone call really quick?" And he was like, "Fine, make it quick." And I was like, "Oh my God." I got to talk to Dan for, I think, less than a minute. And he was like, "All right, that's enough. Hang it up." And I'm like, whatever, I don't care, I'm getting out tomorrow. I had perfume strips saved from magazines. I wanted to smell good. They wake you up at 3:30 in the morning. It's just like, what the heck? I went into the bathroom and I was getting ready and I was just so excited. And wait, stop. We're not talking about that. I'm just gonna hurry up and tell it. Just tell it anyway. I had my hairstyle picked out for 3 weeks. I did pigtails. I did my makeup the best that I could in the very dim light that we had in the bathroom. And already the mirrors are extremely foggy. You don't get good mirrors. You cannot see yourself. I don't remember who I was with, but there was 3 other girls that were being released with me, and one of them had done 15 years, and she was an older lady. She swore up and down that she was wrongly accused. It happens all the time. That is so sad. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I hope justice comes for everybody that is being wronged in that way. So you don't get regular cigarettes in there, and at the time I did smoke, and so I had 2 packs of tobacco. I smoked almost a whole entire pack. My throat hurt so bad. One, I hadn't even slept, so I didn't get to rest from the day before from smoking. Ugh, smoking is horrible. I'm chain smoking because I'm freaking the freak out, okay? I'm freaking the freak out. They have you go all the way to the front, and at this time I can see the parking lot. I haven't seen the parking lot in 10 months. I was like, holy shit, that's the freaking parking lot, oh my god. All of the family members that were there to pick up all of us that were being released had clothes for us to change into. They all had to come to the front, hand the bag of clothes, and then the officers gave us the bag of clothes, and we all changed in the room, and then they let us go. My heart was racing so bad it felt like a vibration before they opened up the gate. I went out the gate. Dan was standing right there. Oh, he had the biggest smile on his face, and so did I, and I ran up to him. We gave each other a kiss, and it was the most awkward kiss ever. My mother-in-law was there, and they got me Parliament so I didn't have to roll a cigarette. Which, you know what's so funny? I tried the Parliament and I was like, I don't like it. She always showered me with so much love, no judgment. It was quite a happy time. We'll talk about that though on another time because we need to stick to the freaking program. What the heck, guys? We're supposed to be talking about how I spent Halloween in prison. It was a very, very cold day. It was freezing. I missed breakfast, which means I did not have food. I don't remember what day it was. Was it a weekend? Because if it was a weekend, that's not good if you miss breakfast because you don't have lunch. There's only lunch on the weekdays. If you miss breakfast on the weekdays, it's okay because you'll have lunch unless you have a lot of commissary or anything to hold you over before dinner. There's so many inmates that can't afford food. So sad. I do believe that this day was a weekday and I was able to get lunch. I'm gonna guess if it was a weekday, I had a sandwich. You know what? I think I am remembering it because we had pumpkin flavored cookies. I remember. This is what you get for lunch. 4 slices of bread. You get some rolled up sandwich meat, a little thing of cookies. Sometimes we would get some name brand stuff like Nabisco. What? The only reason why I would get it is because it was expired. My favorite meat was the fake salami. I don't even know what it was. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna call it salami, okay? It had big pepper crackers. What? Peppercorn. There we go. That's what it's called. After lunch, I went to class. I had to take the stupid class to pass these tests so that way I can shave some time off of my sentence, which I did pass after a couple times. I took the test. It was my second time taking it. It was my third time taking it. I tried to take one out for you guys. I was thinking about my driver's license. I had to take that twice. Whatever, okay? Don't judge. But I passed with flying colors the second time. I didn't study the first time like I said I studied. I just kept putting it off. And I was like, whatever, I got it. I know how to drive. And apparently I do, but I don't know what a lot of the things are. You get it. And he was like, you passed. I screamed and I kept saying, I get to go home, I get to go home, with tears streaming down my face, and I never got to go home. I stood in that stupid line that I told you guys about to talk to my counselor, just all happy and giddy, like, yes, I did it. I showed her and she was typed in her. Oh, what was this incident? And what was this one? Oh, okay. By the way, I was released December 23rd or December 24th. Well, I didn't have to spend Christmas in prison. I shouldn't have spent Thanksgiving in there because I passed my freaking math test. That sucked. And then after class, we went on the yard and we smoked some more cigarettes because that's what we did. There was a special cigarette. This girl had a special cigarette. This cigarette consisted of green. I was under the impression that that's all it was. cool. When it's being passed around, I could smell it. First of all, I'm scared because I don't want to get more time. It's not worth it. They were passing it around. They're like, do you want some? And I was like, yeah, it's good. I take a little tiny, what the heck is this? Everything's going, whoa. I know it's been a minute, but I can handle my stuff. That's when they told me that they had sprinkled some of their medication that they take. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? That's stuff that you need to disclose. Okay, I want to know. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. I did not feel good. I did not enjoy myself. I don't understand the appeal. The next part, I go lay down. The paranoia. Oh my Lord. I thought I was done. I've done it now. Well, you've done it now. Oh God, I've said that so many times in my life. Brandy, you've done it now. We were supposed to get chicken on a bone. Every time we're promised chicken on a bone, we never get chicken on a bone. I never had chicken on the freaking bone. I just had freaking chicken nuggets. They run out. We get into the chow hall. You stand in line. They hand you your tray through this little slit that's in this wall, right? So they give me my tray. There they are. The magnificent bag of soggy chicken nuggets. It was just such a disappointment. We have rubber cups, which is so funny. Orange rubber cups, very bendy. So you go over and you get your Kool-Aid before you go sit down. The Kool-Aid was especially good that day. Sometimes they didn't put enough Kool-Aid in the Kool-Aid, like at sports events. It's just that cooler thing, and you press the little thing and you get some. You better get some before they run out, because when it runs out, it's over. It's done. Four can fit at a table. If you are getting up to get a drink, even when somebody would be full with their Kool-Aid, they would chug it, and you take all of the cups and you just get everybody more drink. And it was really easy to carry them back too, because they were really small. They were literally like this big. I wish I had one to show you. Yard closes at 8 o'clock. This night, I did not have to work. Whoop, whoop. It was party time. We have a microwave. One of my favorite treats to make was a popcorn caramel ball. All you gotta do, and it's not really caramel, it's butterscotch. So you take the butterscotch candies, a little bit of water, you take your bowl, take some butterscotch, you put it in the microwave, like 30 seconds each time, stir it. 30 seconds, stir it. 30 seconds, stir it. And you just keep doing it until it's liquidy. And then you take it and you pour it over the popcorn, and then you have friends help, and we all mix it up together. And then you press it into balls before it turns hard. This one girl, dude, I don't know why I did. She was like, Brandy, do you want to try my popcorn? I was like, yes, I guess so. She made it with Starbursts. It doesn't work. Maybe she did it wrong. I don't know. But I did not have the heart to tell her that it was gross. I think she burnt the Starburst. I think that's what happened. And she was so happy. She made a bunch more and handed them off to everybody else. I was like, oops. I've created a monster. There was another really gross thing this girl made that I tried, but I actually finished it because it was delicious. She took a cup, she filled it up with hot water, and she put some powdered milk in it, and so she made a milk base, right? She took a bunch of vanilla cookies with the icing inside. She crunched them all up, and then she put it inside. She let it get soggy. Oh God, dude. I ate that whole thing. I don't even know what you call that. A fake milkshake. We'll do some food next time. And that was my day in prison on Halloween. I hope. Sorry it was all over the place. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this. I love you with all of my heart. And until next time. Mwah.